Put in an outside faucet here for this guy here, frost-free 8-inch outside faucet. I measured downstairs where I need to be. And that's basically where I gotta drill my hole right there. This is that concrete board. Looks like clapboard. Basically what I'll do is I'll drill a hole in my hole saw through that, and then once I get through that concrete board, I'll use my my longer bits here, my hole saw to drill through, and then I'll run pegs downstairs over to the copper main and cut a T in. Well, that's basically what I gotta do. That'd be a good idea. That's a piece of cake. Right through there like that. You want to do it on a little bit of an angle up. How these things work is, you see how these things work. They have to be on a slight angle down because the wash is way inside the house there. It's 8 inches inside, so it's what they call frost free. So when I put this in, obviously you want to have it pitching down, so when you shut it off the water drains out, so you can leave it on year round. You don't have to worry about it freezing. Couple of screws in there. I got my little drill there. I like to use these I kind of like galvanized screws. They won't rust. I like to use these screws here. Or you could use stainless. I'll leave that open because I got a solder on the inside, but that'll be good like that. I got a couple of feet off the ground, that's good. I can do my work inside now. Alright guys, you can see where I came through. Came through right here on the above the sill. And, I measured twice and drill once type of thing. You want to be in the middle of that clapboard somewhere. I'll probably run it right along this. I'm going to run PEX. I'll probably put a piece of copper in there with a ball valve, and then I'll run PEX. I'll run it down here, and then above that window, and I'll go over to the 3/4 water main, and I'll tie into the 3/4 copper over there. We'll run it right over. We'll run it right along this here, and then right over. Clip it to that joist there, and then right into that outside faucet. And I can leave that on year round because it's frost free, and it's tipped down. So when it shuts off, the water's inside the house here. If you see where the washer is, it's inside. so there's no way it can freeze. As long as the hose is off it and it's pitched down and it's off in the winter, it'll never freeze. It's inside the heated space here. Alright. Alright guys, I got the water main off. You see the shut-offs off right there. And I went upstairs and I opened up all the faucets in the house. What I want to do is I'm going to tie into this 3/4 main here somewhere, this cold water line. See, the cold water feeds this tank. I'll just take a little bit of water out of the bottom of the tank here. So if there's any water in the system, it's going to drain out the bottom of the heater. This way here, you know, all the faucets are open upstairs and it'll drain back. Take out 5 gallons or something like that. I'll be good with that. And I'll have to cut in somewhere. Up on this main here, cut a T in. I could even cut this T right here. That's only going up for the ice maker. I could take a T right off of that. It's probably running over to the ice maker upstairs, which is not a big deal. And we'll go right through that window. Another piece of PEX. Right over there and out. Boom. Be done with it. Alright. Hang on, fitting. Got flux. I got that piece cut. I cut this piece with my cutter right here. I'm gonna put a T in there. Got the water off, obviously. Drained. You don't want any water. A little PEX adapter. The street. Just flux that and I'll solder that right up. My PEX is going to come out here and attach to this beam right here and run over. So I'm good there. I'll be able to run my PEX along this beam and clip it and run it the whole way. Turn this sideways. I think I had it upside down. I like these shutoffs on the side or on the top. Not a good idea to have a shutoff pointing down like this. These shutoffs here with the handles down, should never do that. It should be on the side or on the top. Never down. It looks like shit. I'm concerned. Alright. Too much heat and then you cook the flux. That's it. You see that little dog on the bottom there? It's done. That's it. I'll let that cool for a bit and I'll be able to attach my PEX right to that. I'll tighten this compression knot up a little bit because I moved it. So I don't leak. I don't want no leaks. Alright, I'll go over to the sill caulk, and I'm going to put a shut off and a piece of copper on that next. That's what I use for a torch. LP with a turbo tip. I can change the different size tips. I can put bigger tips, smaller tips, whatever I need. This is basically my kit I use for plumbing tools and any kind of plumbing work I'll do. I'll bring this kit in. It's got my flux, solder, and you know, whatever I need to do, any kind of repairs. It's not basically not HVAC related kit. I wouldn't use this. I got another bag just for that. This is strictly plumbing work or stuff like that. I'll use this kit. Let's stand the inside of this good. I'm gonna pull the insulation back because I don't want to start no fire. That's one thing I do. Insulation out of the way. Clean that good. Now I got the outside faucet open so that washer won't get cooked when I heat it up. I'll give that a good cleaning. Clean that copper pipe. So airway cloth. It's always good to clean the copper, even though I got self-cleaning flux here. I always clean the copper. It's always good practice. Could actually solder without cleaning it with the self-cleaning flux, but always better to clean it. Put a ball valve there and a PEX adapter. And clean it. 1/2-inch ball valve. We always want to do a dry run and see which is the best way, so obviously that right there will be the best way for me in this application. So I'll do that. There's a PEX adapter. Should clean that too. Let me clean the PEX adapter. Oh, yeah, nice and shiny. That's good. Flux, and we're good there. Just like that. You notice how it's going up, so it's pitching down. Well, if I ever have to shut it off, boom, quarter turn will shut it off. We have to change that. We could just heat this thing up and pop it right off. Sorted that up. Don't need too much. As soon as you see that little daub on the bottom, you're full. No sense in burning it or filling it up too much. That's done. That's it. That's all it takes. Well, people overheat things and burn things for no reason. Actually, what you're supposed to do when you're soldering is take it off, and if it's warm enough, it'll melt. See that? That's the proper way of soldering. See that? That's it. That's done. Wipe the flux off. That's basically what you're doing, is you're wiping off the flux. If not, they'll turn green. Alright, good. I can put my insulation back and run my pecs. Hook my pecs up. Next I gotta run my pecs. That's it. Shuts off nicely. And then what I do is let these cool a bit before you put the PEX on it, because the PEX is plastic. And that's what I do. Make sure I don't leave no tools around. My little cameraman right here holds my camera for me. Alright guys, this is what you need. You need a PEX tool for the crimpers. Basically to crimp it. You need a cutter, tube, PVC cutter to cut it. And you need hangers and a hammer. And basically, I got it in there, and I just gotta crimp that baby. See if I can put my little cameraman there and see if you can see it. Watch it. Just go around and some hangers every couple of feet all the way. Alright guys, I got it there. I got a couple of clips. I ran it right down alongside. Had to go down below this and then just run it along the side and clipped it, and then I got to drop down in that section and I'll clip it on that other. You can see through that window. As long as you clip it good, it doesn't sag, you'll be okay. Hold on. I always bleed the air and stuff through a tub. So if there's any stuff in there, you know there was air in the tank, so I always do it through the tub. That's the heart, we know it's good. Water. There we go, water. I leave it open so I don't burn the washer when I solder it. That's it. New sill cock installed. We're ready to go. Alright guys, thanks for watching.